Welcome to this short pre-Pesach message dedicated to the memory of my dear friend, Myrtle Sitowitz, Olah Shalom, whose yahrzeit is on the 1st of Nisan, sponsored by her daughters, Orly and Eve. Myrtle, a fellow Brit here in Los Angeles, was a breath of youthful fresh air wherever she went, bringing a smile to everyone's face whenever they saw her. We miss her. May her neshama have an aliyah, and may we be zoche to see Tchias HaMesim. Now, did you know that our obligation to talk about Yetzias Mitzrayim, the exodus from Egypt, is not limited to just Pesach? Absolutely not. If you are Jewish, you need to talk about Yetzias Mitzrayim every single day. It is an essential component of our identity as Jews, which is why it is included and mentioned in the prayers that we say together with the Shema at Shachris in the morning and during Mariv in the evening. Every night, after saying Shema, we mention Yetzias Mitzrayim. We say, Ha'isa lonu nisim, u'nekoma b'faroi, oisais u'moifsim ba'adnas b'nei chom. God performed miracles for us and vengeance against Pharaoh, miracles and wonders in the land of the B'nei Chom. Hamakeh be'evrosiko b'chayr Mitzrayim, v'yoytes ama Yisrael mitoichom lecherus olam. He slew in his wrath all the firstborn of Egypt, and brought out his people Israel from their midst to Cherus Olam, everlasting, eternal freedom. Cherus Olam is it's an incredible idea actually. Don't you think so? Eternal liberty, everlasting freedom. It sounds amazing. The thing is, though, it never happened. We were liberated from slavery in Egypt, but hold on a second. Where's the everlasting freedom? The Jewish people had a few years here and a few years there when they were the masters of their own destiny. But more often than not, time after time, the Jews suffered the indignity of being a vassal nation, subjected to the whims of some external power. The Assyrians, the Philistines, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. And right now, are we truly free? Not really. In fact, not at all. We are still in Galut, even though we have the state of Israel. So, excuse me a minute, where is the eternal liberty? Where is the everlasting freedom? Where exactly is the Cherus Olam? What are we talking about when we say every single night, V'yoytes ama Yisrael mitoichom lecherus olam? It's a good question, right? The Darash Mordechai has a beautiful explanation, and he illustrates it with a wonderful parable. A guy from the boondocks, a provincial bumpkin, faithfully buys a lottery ticket every week. Each week he checks his numbers, but he never wins. Years go by, and one day, guess what? He checks the numbers, and he can't believe it. He's won the lottery, and it's a triple rollover. He's won tens of millions of dollars. He can't believe it, but it's true. He surrenders his ticket, he gets a check, he's so rich, he just can't believe it, he can't get over it. For years he struggled, he couldn't pay his bills, never mind afford any luxuries. So now he buys himself a house, a car, a yacht, a plane. Every night is a party. As he draws closer to the first anniversary of his win, he announces to his family and friends that he's going to have a party to end all parties. And that every year from now on, he's going to celebrate winning the lottery on the anniversary of that great day. But the guy, this lottery winner, also makes another decision. He was born into a poor family and he never got an education. I'm going to hire the best teachers there are, and I'm going to get myself a proper education. And that's exactly what he does. He doesn't need to work, so he has time to study. Slowly but surely, he learns to read and write, and then he studies math and history and science and languages. No knowledge is beyond his grasp. He passes the high school graduation exams, he takes an undergraduate degree, and then he goes for graduate studies. He may have started out a provincial peasant, but now he can hold his own in academic circles. It's an amazing transformation. One day, he gets a phone call. It's his accountant. "I've got bad news," the accountant says. "What are you talking about?" "I'm sorry," says the accountant, "but there's been a terrible crash in the market. All your millions are gone, and you're back where you started. Once everything is paid off, you'll be left with nothing. You'll have no money at all. You're penniless." The lottery winner is devastated. It's a truly terrible blow. But the following week is the anniversary of his lottery win, and he calls together his family and friends for a party. They all come along, a bit surprised, but they come. It's barely a party, a few peanut butter sandwiches and some apples, tea and biscuits. But our lottery winner friend is smiling and happy, the life and soul of the party. "Why aren't you sad?" they ask him. "How are you celebrating? You've lost everything. You're penniless. You've got nothing left." He shakes his head and he smiles. "You're wrong," he says. "When I won the lottery, I was an uneducated fool with no money, no knowledge, and no prospects. Now I'm an educated man. The world is my oyster. I may not have any money, but look at the difference of how I am now to what I was then. They can take away my money, but they can never take away what I have become. That is still there, even without the money." And that, my friends, is the message of Vayotze Amo Yisrael mitocham lecherus olam. God took us out of Egypt and we won the lottery. We became God's chosen people. Soon afterwards, we got the Torah at Mount Sinai. But then, guess what? The market crashed. Not once, but time after time. And maybe we were left without liberty, freedom, at least in a material sense. But no matter what happened, throughout Jewish history, our liberation from Egypt had a profound, everlasting effect. We received Cherus Olam. We became God's chosen people for all time. And every year since then, come what may, on the anniversary of that lottery win, we sit down at a party table. We call it a Seder table, and we celebrate our lottery win. Not because of the money in the bank, that's long gone, but because the gift we got from God on that day has been eternal, and we still feel it every single day. And truthfully, if that is not a reason to celebrate, I don't know what is. Wishing you and your families and friends a beautiful Pesach and a wonderful Seder together. May the Cherus Olam of Jewish identity be matched soon in our day with the ultimate Cherus of the Geula Shalema, the complete redemption, with Moshiach and the rebuilding of our temple in Jerusalem. Bimheira, B'Yameinu, Amen, V'Amen. Thank you so much for watching. Good Yom Tov, Good Yom Tov.